As a single mother, however, she had Sydney to think about. Desperate measures were required. Every ounce of pride that Dana still had was pushed way down deep when she called her father and asked to come back home. She loved him, but she did not like him, and she was certain that he felt the same way about her. When her mother, the mediator, had died, Dana and Daniel Castilaw drifted further apart. At first, there was the occasional phone call, then that eventually stopped. He never approved of anything she did, and there was little they could discuss without it turning into an argument. Dana didn't know how she was going to survive living with him, until she could get back on her feet financially and could afford to move back to New Orleans. "I know you had no choice," Sydney said with resignation, "but couldn't we have found a cheaper apartment?" "We were in the cheapest I could find. Even working 2 jobs, there was still more money going out than was coming in. I've maxed out all my credit cards, and that was the safety net." "I could quit school and—" "Absolutely not. You've got 1 year of high school left. I just need time to get some of my debt paid down." "File bankruptcy. We'll go on food stamps." "No." Dana rubbed her forehead wearily. It wasn't her pride that wouldn't allow her to ask for that kind of help. In her mind, those programs were for people who had no other means, no options. She at least had one left, and she'd taken it. She leaned back in her seat and stroked Sydney's short brown locks. "Just inhale and scream at the top of your lungs. It might make you feel better." Sydney shook her head. "Okay, I will." Dana inhaled deeply and released a rolling scream that made Sydney jump. It seemed to go on forever as she tried to purge the desolation she felt inside. Sydney glanced at Dana when she quieted. "Better?" "No." Dana screamed again, and this time she stomped the floorboard. Her voice was hoarse when she said, "Now that. I think that one helped. You try." Sydney grinned and shook her head. "Why?" "Because I might cry. And I don't want to." Dana put her hand on Sydney's shoulder. "Me either, but it's right in the center of my chest, know what I mean?" Sydney swallowed hard and nodded. "What's in Barbier Point?" "Not much. It's on Vermilion Bay. There are a lot of boats, old houses, trees. I don't suspect it's changed very much. When I was a kid, there was this old place that had a wishing well. Actually, it was just a hole with a bunch of bricks stacked around it. The water inside stunk, and it was full of mosquitoes. My best friend and I would sneak out there and make wishes when the old man that owned it wasn't around." Sydney grabbed her ball cap from the console and put it on her head backward to keep her mother out of her hair. "What did you wish for?" Dana's hand dropped back into her lap. "Puppies, a candy fountain, silly stuff when I was little. I always told my wishes. That's probably why they didn't come true. Alex would never tell me hers. She was 2 years older than me, and I thought I was going to die when she went away to college. After that, my wishes were to get out of Barbier Point." "What's Grandpa like?" Dana smiled wryly. "Consider everything I am, then think the opposite. Dad and I are like oil and water. We don't mix at all. The house is big, though, 2 stories. I imagine we'll have the whole top floor to ourselves. You'll have your own room, but we'll have to share a bathroom." "Oh, joy." "That's right, piggy. You're gonna have to learn to put your things up because I can't deal with clutter. But the rooms are huge, plenty of space for you to spread out." Dana sat up straighter. "The turn is coming up soon." "Has Grandpa ever met me?" Sydney asked as she slowed. "We used to visit a lot when you were a baby, but the last time he saw you was at your grandmother's funeral. You were 3 then." Sydney glanced at her. "Did you and him have a big fight then or something?" Dana stared at the road. "Your father and I had just broken up. I'd lost Mom. I'd hoped. Well, I thought things might be different between us, but they weren't. With Mom gone, it just got worse." Dana pointed.